The race for the White House, 71 days to go. Donald Trump blaming Vice President Kamala Harris for the botched withdrawal from Afghanistan. He's in the battleground of Michigan tonight, speaking to the National Guard Association's convention in Detroit. Meanwhile, tonight, the major endorsement for Kamala Harris. More than 200 advisors and alums of George W. Bush, John McCain, and Mitt Romney now endorsing the vice president, saying while they might have some policy differences, that they're arguing this is about much more than that. ABC's Terry Moran in Detroit.
At the tomb of the unknown soldier at Arlington National Cemetery today, Donald Trump laid a wreath in honor of 3 Marines who were among the 13 service members killed 3 years ago today during the chaotic U.S. withdrawal from Afghanistan. And later, speaking at the National Guard Association's convention in Detroit, Trump made that botched operation and the Taliban's swift takeover a centerpiece of his argument against Vice President Kamala Harris.
Caused by Kamala Harris, Joe Biden, the humiliation in Afghanistan set off the collapse of American credibility and respect all around the world.
Trump declared that if he's reelected, there will be accountability.
We'll get the resignations of every single senior official who touched the Afghanistan calamity to be on my desk at noon on Inauguration Day. You know, you have to fire people. You have to fire people when they do a bad job. We never fire anybody.
At the Democratic National Convention, Harris made it clear she is ready to fend off attacks on her toughness on national security.
As Commander-in-Chief, I will ensure America always has the strongest, most lethal fighting force in the world.
Harris has been off the campaign trail since the convention wrapped up, but Trump has been revving up the pace of his campaign. Later this week, he'll travel to Wisconsin before returning here to Michigan on Thursday, telling some of his campaign's volunteers here late today that this critical battleground state could decide the entire election.
If we can win this state, we win the whole thing. We win the whole thing. We're going to win the whole thing.
Kamala Harris is hitting these battleground states, too. She was in Wisconsin last week during the Democratic convention, and later this week, she and Tim Walz will go on a bus tour of southern Georgia. And some good news for Harris. More than 200 former staffers of the previous 3 Republican presidential nominees, that's Mitt Romney, the late John McCain, and George W. Bush, have come out and endorsed Kamala Harris, saying that for them, quote, the alternative is untenable. David?
Terry Moran covering the race for president tonight. Terry, thank you.